Welcome to the Konglish Talk podcast, a chill talk show brought to you by some States girl and Korean guy living in Korea. My name is Leah.
And I'm Diaz, and today's topic is new semesters. Well,
Yay!
especially for college though, with alcohols.
Yeah, true.
This is the new years of the States. We started our fall semester too in Korea too, so we're gonna talk about that, because, timing is nice. Don't forget to follow us and set the alarm. We're gonna talk first about what we usually do when we enter as a freshman. When you're a freshman, you need to find new buildings for your classes, you need to buy your books, you need to, enjoy your campus life, which means that mostly we're not gonna talk about our classes. We're gonna talk about how we play when we start our semester, so... Yeah, let me talk about this first. So, in Korea, when semester starts, which means that they become adult legally, which means that when you go to the college, unless you are younger than others, really younger than others, then you are adult legally. So you can drink, you can smoke. So everything is free. So we usually drink when we first go, because, drinks will give you more friends, And I want to ask you, how's in these days?
When we start as freshmen in college, so a lot of freshmen drink too, but it's illegal because most freshmen are not 21 yet. Unless, of course, you graduated really late or you joined college really late. You didn't join right out of high school. Most high schoolers graduate at 18, 17, 19, and so our drinking age is 21. Yeah. So actually, a lot of freshmen do drink, but it is illegal, and it's usually done off campus because most campuses, even if you are 21, it's illegal to drink on campus and in the dorms.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I also was really surprised that the Slippery Rock University has a zero alcohol policy and zero tolerance, right?
Yeah, I got in trouble my senior year. The fall semester didn't start yet. It was the day before fall semester, and we got in trouble because we had a couple of IPA drinks in the dorm, and we weren't even really that drunk, but there was a group of us and we were a little bit loud, and so the person who's in charge of the floor came to our room and was asking us questions, and somebody had moved the bottle and he heard the glass clink, so he assumed it was alcohol. Yeah, so he assumed it was alcohol. I mean, it was, but usually they will just call the police if they even suspect. They won't tell you beforehand, I'm calling the police. So they called the campus police on us, and they came and they found it, and we got in trouble. But luckily, since I was 21, I didn't get in any legal trouble, and campus police are different from actual, the regular police. And so when campus police is called on you, it's usually they're a little bit lighter on you than regular police. So for me, I didn't really get in too much trouble. I did regret it a lot, though. I went to the disciplinary guy, and I felt so bad, and I was like, I'm sorry, it wasn't even, school didn't even start yet, and yeah, and he could tell I felt bad, and I ended up getting away with a warning. But yeah, people can get kicked out of the dorms for it.
Whoa, that's really harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have a floor management guy, but in Korea, we don't have a campus police concept, because, Korea is a really small country. It's really small, so police also works for everywhere, because there are a lot of police stations nearby, and Korea is really famous for that. Well, thanks to that, we don't have a campus police thingy, and we are really, really generous for drinks too. So
yeah,
when even you drink in the dormitory, I know that even in Korea, drinking in a dormitory is not illegal, but it's out of our dormitory law. But so if you drink, yeah, you might be kicked out if you drink really hard and make some trouble. But drinking just in your dormitory, or like even she and I had some drink in our campus building.
Yes, we did. People
Yeah.
do it, but it's one of those things where it really depends. Number one, the biggest thing is your noise level in the dorm.
Yeah.
If you're loud in any way and somebody complains, and the floor person will come check on you, and they will, like, you know, especially if they are suspicious that you are drunk or that you have something in, they'll come in and just kind of like look around. But yeah, you have to be really careful. Some floor people are a little bit, they're called RAs, residential assistants. Some RAs are a little bit more relaxed, but it is their job to kind of report to the police, so they'll kind of tell you, don't give me a reason to come into your room.
Talking about the drinks in campus, in Korea, when you go to the club activity rooms, like some club room, and you will see a lot of drink bottles when you go to some certain clubs, you know, like when there are a lot of males, especially in Korea. I'm just talking about that, or like when they are like in bond club or really friendly, there are always some bottles in there, and they even exhibit that bottles like like in trophy.
Wow.
Never mind. And yeah, as a freshman, you can drink and you can do everything in Korea, and you will also go to the membership training sometimes, because they sometimes offer they always offer yearly, like in start of the semester or end of the semester. We go to the department membership training with volunteers, but most freshmen want to play, so they go there. And you know, when you go there are always drinks, and there might be some serious issues with that. Have you ever heard of the Korean word 신고식?
Shingoshi?
If I translate it, it is like a welcome ceremony.
No, but I'm assuming does it have to do with hazing? Yeah, we have that. We have that issues with those. We have an issue with hazing mostly for fraternities and yeah, like frat houses and sorority. With sororities and fraternities, but not everybody joins those. So
yeah, well, it was a little bit big issue in Korea, like 20 years ago, in most of the colleges, but nowadays, you know, the legal system really got strict to that, but still some kind of hazing and like an hierarchy culture remains in like a physical education majors. I'm not blaming those departments, but I'm saying that they are more restrict and they are more hierarchy, which makes that they do some kind of hazing. I'm talking that it is illegal, and they kind of do like a hazing in like a physical education or kind of like an acting major. Yeah, those kind of like majors, we call that the entertainment majors.
yeah, I know that like the entertainment industry in general in Korea is pretty corrupt, to put it lightly. I've seen some things online of like a lot of bullying that happens in K-pop, different scandals that kind of happen with that kind of thing, so that doesn't surprise me. I was never in a sorority, so I didn't have to deal with any of that. Although I know that there are like some sororities where it's not like that.
There will be a lot of sorority not doing those kind of things.
Right.
Yeah. But still, freshman is really happy and new semester is really happy. Yeah, in Korea. Yeah, when new semester starts, we have to drink to clean our stomachs. Well, we just say that when you're sick, when you go to college and when you're sick, we have to clean our body with alcohol, which means that, and when you are happy, we drink because we are happy. When we're sad, like breaking up, we drink because we are sad. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely freshmen in America do that. We're not supposed to, but we do it. Another annoying thing is that at our school, because our school is in a small town, so if anybody had some sort of house party or like party in their apartment off campus, the cops always busted the party. And so people had to stop, like, because usually if you had a Twitter, I didn't have a Twitter, but I knew some people who did, they would go on and some people would say, hey, so, like, you can, like, there's going to be a party at this address, you can bring in, like, $5, it kind of pays for the alcohol, or something like that, you can stop by, and then the cops started catching on to it, and started making, like, private Twitters to look at different off-campus parties that were happening, and so many would get busted, and it was really annoying. I went to 2 that got busted, mm-hmm. And you should see, like, all of the people just, like, running for their lives, like, and I was one of them because we didn't want to get caught, because we were under 21, and the cops all know that most of those people there are probably under 21, so they all, like, bust these places, so it really sucks. So you kind of have to, like, in order to feel like you're a little bit safe, you either have to go, like, way off campus, which was not very common, or you had to know someone, and it was more like a private thing, and be invited. Yeah. And know someone who had a place.
Exactly. Yeah, that was really annoying thing when you have a really happy party in the States. Mm-hmm. But in Korea, we don't have, as I say the last time, like, we don't have, like, kind of like a house party concept, mm-hmm. But we drink in our friend's house if there's no parents there, or if he lives alone, or in most case we just drink out. Right. Cause
we can't drink out in the U.S. unless you are legal.
Yeah, but it's in Korea, even she was illegal in these days, she's already legal when she went here. So she could drink. Yeah, she would be really happy for that. And sometimes even professors say, let's go out for a drink. So
yeah, like, okay, listen, I mean, I don't know how it is in, like, master's programs or PhD programs where you are a little bit more closer with the professors, but listen, it's a little bit weird if even I as, like, an undergraduate, like, getting your 4-year degree, unless you're, like, a senior or something, and you're in some kind of group and you meet off campus or something like that, it's very odd for a professor to say, let's go out and, like, drink. Like, that's not really a thing that they do, even if you're of age. Now, I'm not saying that you can't, like, go out to dinner and and the ones who are of age can order wine or something like that, but not really, like, inviting you to go out for, like, a drink. That would probably be like, oh, are you hitting on me? But I drank more when I was a freshman, for sure, than the other years.
Because we have a really, really, really fresh larva.
Fresh liver. Fresh larva. What the fuck?
Whatever. Okay. I think this is all for this week, and we're gonna see you on next week. Woo!